Okay, so for question 1, for 8 times 9, I basically just divided this in half. And when you do that, you're left with 4 times 9 on both sides. I found this easier to break down because with 8, you can do 4 and 4, which I think they're smaller numbers. I think they're easier to visualize as well. So here you have 4 times 9, again on the other side, same thing. So you get 36 plus 36 equals 72. I'll go to the next problem. So 16 times 2. I also did a similar thing. I just grouped 16 into 8 and 8, like that. So I color coded it as well. So here you have 8 times 2, so you have 16 green, and then 8 times 2 and 16 yellow. So 16 plus 16 equals 32. So by breaking 16 in half, you can like double it. So instead of having just one 16 by 2, you can have two 8 times 2s to get to the same solution, which is 32. For 3 times 14, I also just broke apart 14 into 7 and 7 right there. So then you are left with 3 times 7 on both sides, and you can visualize that it's like split in the middle. So then when you do that, you get 21 plus 21 from both sides, which is 42, which is the same as 3 times 14. For 23 times 5, I broke this into a few different chunks. So my thought process was to get like 10, 10, and then like the remainder, which was 3, to get your 23. So when you add like the 10 here in this first group, and then 10 in the second group, plus 3 in the third group, you get 23. I just thought 10 was a nice round number to centralize on with everything and just group accordingly and go from there. So here it's 10 rows of 5 in red, and then the same thing, 10 rows of 5 in yellow, and then blue is 3 rows of 5 because we had that 3 left over. So 10 times 5, 50. 10 times 5 again is 50. And 3 times 5 is 15. So when you add 50 plus 50 plus 15, you get 115. And then for the last one, I can go back to the problem here. Destiny says, I can use 5 times 4 to find the answer to 7 times 4. So explaining her strategy she used, I color-coded again here. I found that easier to visualize. So the green here is like the 5 times 4. And we have to get to 7 times 4, which is the whole thing. So she just basically broke down 5 times 4. And to get to 7 times 4, you need 2, because you can do 5 times 4, and then what else times 4 is going to get you to 7. So you have 5 here, and then plus 2. So you get the 5 plus 2, which gives you the 7 for the 7 times 4. So then 5 times 4 is 20, 2 times 4 is 8, and then you add those, you get 28, which is also the same as 7 times 4. And that is all I have.